Let's take a look at our problem of the day. Ellis reads from page 45 to page 105 in 80 minutes. What is his current reading rate for 1 hour? I think that's pretty impressive. Ellis reads from page 45 to page 105 in 80 minutes. What is his current reading rate? Boy, it's Monday, you can tell. Reading rate for 1 hour. Let's take a look at this problem. Let's see if we can get through this. All right, working it together. Thank you all again for tuning in here with me. This one has got so many ways I think we could go after it. There's so many thoughts. It's algebraic in some respects, but it's also just a little bit of common sense. It's also fractions, that kind of thing. So let's see, where do we go? I've got 3 numbers here, and I'm not really sure that we need all 3 of them, but yes, we do. We're going to use them, but maybe we can reduce this down to 2 and do something simple with those 2 numbers left. Let's see where we go on this. First of all, I'm seeing from page 45 to page 105. That tells me Ellis has read difference. The difference is what? 60 pages. All right. So Ellis has read 60 pages. That much I know. You said, well, Ernie, how'd you get that? I did 105 minus 45, which equals 60, and those are the pages he has read. So that helps me some. That helps me some. But I'm looking for a rate. I'm looking for a rate, all right, per hour. So this guy is reading 60, let me make a 60 out of that, 60 pages in 80 minutes. And I look at that and I think that's kind of like a fraction. It is. Well, it is a fraction. You just said, Ernie, you made a fraction. So it's going to be very fraction oriented on this. We can lose those zeros. Just get rid of them. And we've got 6 over 8, which will reduce down to basically 3 pages in 4 minutes. Not 3 pages a minute, but for every 4 minutes. So he's done a pretty good clip, I think. Looks like about 75%. 3/4, 0.75, 75 hundredths, all these different things we want to use. But what we're interested in is 1 hour. How many words? And we've got this thing, by the way, these are in pages per minutes. So we need to get this 1 hour into minutes. Another 60 comes to play. Let's keep the 3/4, by the way. Let's keep the 3/4. And we're going to say 3/4 of 60. How about it? Let's see if we can get the bottom fraction to show up there, guys. Thank you. And that's the same thing as saying 3/4 times 60. And you know what happens when we have to multiply a fraction times a whole number? It makes it easy for us. Let's drop a 1 underneath that whole number. And looky, we've got something that'll divide evenly. It looks like 4 will go into 60 15 times. That will give me, looks like a good number of, how about it? Everybody got it? 45. 45. So that's 45 pages. So that's his rate per hour. 45 pages in 60 minutes, or 45 pages per hour. Now, I said it looks like there are other ways we could do this. I'm going to go back to the 3/4. Go back to the 3/4. And I'm going to do something a little interesting with it, I hope. 3/4 is the ratio we have coming from, 60 over 80. We're going to keep that. That fraction's important. Let's make this thing proportional. Let's make it proportional. This time we'll put our n over 60. In other words, we're going to try to figure out what pages per minute. It's a very similar problem, but this time notice we aren't saying 3/4 times 60. What are we going to do? We're going to cross multiply and see where this goes. Interesting. Very interesting. It's going to be 4n, because that's what happens when we multiply 4 times n. And 3 times 60 out there by those multiplication facts. How about it? 180. Divide. Divide by 4, and my goodness sakes, we have n equaling, once again, 45 pages. So a couple of ways we could look at that. You could also play percentages, I guess. I think it's a little complicated. That's not what we're looking at, 75%. This makes the numbers bigger. But the 3/4 is nice. 3/4 is nice. And we know we're going to take 3/4 of 60, which is pretty cool also. All right. And that, by the way, folks, by the way, that 3/4, it allowed that 3 and 60 to get multiplied together. And notice what happened here on our proportion. It allowed it to get multiplied 3 times 60. Pretty cool. One has a multiplication symbol, one has the equals, but a little different twist because we're looking for one more missing piece that was not mentioned over here. All right.